Hello, and welcome to the Department of Biology Academic Success Seminar. This program is for students on their first semester of academic probation. We will cover Colorado State University academic probation policies, resources that you can use to calculate and predict your grade point average, as well as strategies to improve your grades. In order to complete this probation workshop, you will need to watch this presentation, download and print the academic performance self-assessment, and we'll share the website for that towards the end of the presentation, and schedule and attend a follow-up advising appointment with one of the biology academic support coordinators. The website to make an appointment is listed on your screen. If you do not complete all of these steps, you will not be able to receive your advising code and you will not be able to register for courses for the upcoming semester. As a student on probation, it is very important that you register on time in order to have the most course availability. There are a few things that we'd like to make sure that you know before you launch into the content of this workshop. First, you are admitted to CSU because you are capable of doing the academic work. Admission to this institution is selective. As such, we believe that you can be successful here. Finally, academic probation should not be considered a punishment of any kind. It is simply an indication that something that you've been doing isn't working and you need to make some changes. At Colorado State, if a student's cumulative or overall GPA falls below a 2.0, then that student is placed on academic probation. If the student's GPA remains below a 2.0 for 2 consecutive semesters, consecutive being the key, then that student will be academically dismissed from Colorado State. There is a dismissal appeals process that students can take advantage of if they are in danger of being dismissed, and your academic support coordinator can share more about this with you in your advising meeting. At this point, however, you are on first semester academic probation. So, if you raise your GPA to a 2.0 or above, you will return to good academic standing. Finally, the reason that a GPA below a 2.0 results in probation is because at Colorado State, you must have a 2.0 in order to graduate. Many students ask their academic support coordinators how likely it is that they will return to good standing. This depends on 2 main factors. First, the closer your GPA is to a 2.0 already, the more likely you are to return to good academic standing. Second, it is easier to raise your GPA when you've completed fewer credits. That is, the more credits you've earned, the tougher it is to repair your GPA. Remember, earning D's will further damage your GPA, and C's will make very little difference, if any, in your GPA. You might be wondering how your GPA is calculated. Let's start with your semester GPA. That is the GPA that you earn in a single semester. All of your semester GPAs combined make up your cumulative GPA. Your semester GPA is calculated using something called quality points. Each letter grade is assigned a certain number of quality points. A's are worth 4 points, B's 3 points, C's 2 points, and D's are worth 1 point. F's, as you can probably guess, are worth 0 points. Quality points are used then to calculate grade points. Grade points are the number of credits that a course is worth multiplied by the number of quality points. For example, if a student takes a 4-credit course like Life 102 and earns an A, then that course is worth 4 times 4 or 16 grade points. Your semester GPA is calculated by dividing your total number of grade points by the total number of credits earned in that semester. Let's take a look at an example. Jane is registered for 6 classes this semester for a total of 15 credits. Jane earns the following grades and she is really pleased with herself. She's earned 2 B's, 3 C's, and only 1 D. However, when we multiply Jane's quality points for each course by the credits for each course, it results in 29 grade points. When we divide that by her 15 credits, we will see that Jane has earned a 1.9 for the semester. The reason that her GPA isn't higher is because she earned her lowest grade in the course worth 3 credits, Chem 113, and her highest grades, Bs, in courses that are only worth 1 credit each. Her Cs in Life 103, Psychology, and CO 150 do not help boost her GPA. Let's use Jane's semester GPA, as well as some information from her transcript to see if she will return to good academic standing. On your unofficial transcript that is accessible on RamWeb, you will see a list like this one. Your overall credit hours earned includes all transfer credits that you've brought into CSU. Since transfer grades do not impact your CSU GPA, we only want to look at your CSU GPA credit hours. In this case, Jane has 62. We also see that she's earned 123 grade points up to now. If we add her 123 grade points with the 29 that we calculated for this semester, Jane will have earned 152 grade points. Adding her current 15 credits to the 62 CSU credits that she's completed totals 77 credits. When we divide her 152 grade points by her 77 credits, we see that after this semester, Jane has a 1.97 for cumulative GPA, which is not good enough for good academic standing. We'd like to show you a few scenarios and how they can impact a GPA. If a student has only completed 15 credits at CSU and has a 1.7 GPA, she can improve her GPA to a 2.27 by taking 12 credits and earning all Bs. If the same student earns all Cs in those same 12 credits, her GPA will still be below a 2.0, a 1.83 to be exact. If a student has earned 45 credits and is enrolled in 12 credits this semester with an overall GPA of 1.7, unfortunately, if they earn all Bs or all Cs, they will not raise their GPA high enough to come off of academic probation. So again, the fewer number of credits that you've already earned, the easier it is to influence your GPA. As a student at Colorado State, you don't have to hand calculate your semester or cumulative GPA because you have some great resources at your fingertips on RamWeb. Every student has access to a target GPA calculator and a grade predictor tool. Both of these can be found under the Tools menu on RamWeb. When you click on the grade predictor tool, you'll see that it's already filled in with courses and the number of credits that you're currently enrolled in. It also shows the total number of credits completed as well as your current overall GPA. This student is in Art 100, Comp 150, a key course, Life 103, Math 124, and Math 155. You can type in the grades that you anticipate receiving in each of your courses in the boxes under Grade. So this student thinks she's going to receive an A in Art 100, an A- in CO 150, an A in her key course, a C in Life 103, a B in Math 124, and a B- in Math 155. Notice that she did not enter a grade next to Life 103 L02. That is her lab for Life 103, and she does not earn a separate grade for that. If you are wondering how to predict your grades, you can always use an average of your scores from exams and assignments, or you can check in with your instructor to get a sense for your grade in that course. After entering your anticipated grades, you can click Calculate and Save at the bottom of the page. You'll see that your predicted GPA has been calculated here next to predicted totals. If this student earns the grades that she thinks she will, her GPA will be a 2.49, which is high enough to return to good academic standing. If you want to know what types of grades you'd need to earn in order to reach a certain GPA, you can use this Target GPA calculator. When you open up the tool, you will type into the box next to Desired GPA Just that, the GPA that you would like to have. In this case, we want to see what a student needs just to reach a 2.0. This tool doesn't need the point 0, so we only enter a 2. If you wanted to know what it would take to get a 2.5, however, you would enter 2.5 in the box. After hitting calculate, this screen will come up. It can be a little difficult to understand. What this means is that this student needs 1 credit of A's, not 1 course, but 1 credit, or 1 credit of B's, and nothing lower than a C. That's what this sentence means. The above credits are valid only if you earn no grades below that level. What it's referring to is the level of the GPA that you entered. So in this case, we entered a 2.0, which is a C. So the student can earn nothing lower than a C, and they also need 1 credit of A's or 1 credit of B's to earn a 2.0. If we wanted to see what it would take to get a 3.0, this would come up again, the number of credits of A's and number of credits of B's, but this line would mean the student could earn nothing lower than a B. That's a little bit confusing, but hopefully it makes a little more sense at this point. Beyond using these tools, there are some well-tested strategies that we suggest that all students use in order to earn good grades. These strategies include attending every class. If you are not currently attending every single lecture and lab session for all of your courses, you need to start now. As we mentioned during summer orientation, you can earn better grades by just attending class and not taking notes than by skipping class and getting notes from a friend. On that note, you should be taking notes in class. This professor will stress things that are important to know for exams and so on. Third, you should meet with your professors and your teaching assistants outside of class. Professors want you to succeed, and sometimes they will give you a few extra points come final grading time because they see that you're dedicated to doing well in their class. Finally, utilize all of the wonderful resources like tutoring that CSU has to offer you. It is very important for you to know the critical dates each semester, like the drop and withdraw dates. If you are struggling in a course, it is better for you to drop or withdraw from a class than to fail it. Drop and withdraw dates are always listed on your course schedule on RamWeb, as well as on the website that's listed on your screen. Students can also apply for a retroactive withdrawal from a past semester. If you were severely impacted by something outside of your control, like an illness, death of a loved one, or another tragedy, you may be eligible to withdraw from a past semester. Please speak to your academic support coordinator during your advising meeting if you think this might be a good option for you. If things are going poorly in the current semester, you may want to withdraw completely from Colorado State University. This is called a university withdrawal, and you can do this up until the last day of classes during the semester. Keep in mind that this is not a good option if you are passing some of your classes because you will have to withdraw from everything that you are enrolled in at this point. Another great resource, as we mentioned before, are your faculty members. The most successful students make regular visits to office hours. If you cannot make it to office hours, you can set up appointments with your faculty at more convenient times. If you're nervous about going to office hours because you don't know what to ask, simply make up a question. Or listen to the questions that other students are asking and quiz yourself. One CSU policy that is in place to help students repair their GPAs is the repeat delete policy. You may repeat a course and have the new grade replace the old grade in your GPA. Please note that both grades will always be on your transcripts, but only the newest grade will be calculated into your GPA, even if the newest grade is lower than the original grade. Overall, you have 12 credits during your time at CSU that you can repeat and delete. In order to take advantage of Repeat Delete, you must turn in the Repeat Delete form that is available on the registrar's websites under the Forms menu. This form must be turned in by the withdraw date during the semester that you retake the course. If you do not turn in the form or you turn it in late, both grades will be used in your GPA calculation. On your RamWeb, you have a link called Repeat Delete where you can check and see if your form has been processed for the courses that you wish to repeat delete. Please speak to your academic support coordinator if you have more questions about this policy. Students who earn A's in their science courses frequently tell us that they attend tutoring on a regular basis. That is a great resource online at tutoring.colostate.edu, where you can find both group and individual tutoring. Sometimes students worry about the cost of a private tutor. However, if you and a small group of friends split the cost, it may come out to only a few dollars each. TILT, or the Institute for Learning and Teaching, offers workshops to teach students different academic skills. Perhaps you need to brush up on your note-taking or learn how to best attack multiple choice exams. There are workshops for those, and the schedule can be found on the website on your screen. Sometimes students don't do well in their classes because their major isn't the best fit for them. The great thing about CSU is that there are dozens of majors available. Utilizing the Career Center as well as the advisors in CASA are great ways to explore different majors and career paths to find the best one for you. Sometimes personal and emotional distress can impact your academics in a negative way. CSU offers excellent and free counseling services for all students. If you are struggling with something that is taking its toll on you, visit the website that's on the screen and learn more about confidential counseling services. Also, students who have documented learning differences or who suspect that they have a learning difference are encouraged to work with resources for disabled students. The staff at RDS provides excellent resources and accommodations for students even before any learning differences are documented. Please see the website on your screen and talk to your academic support coordinator for more information. At this point in the presentation, I want you to visit this portion of the biology website. Pause your video and download and print the document that is available to you. This self-assessment is very important, and you will need to bring it to your required advising meeting. You can also go to the biology website, go to Undergraduates, Advising, and click Download the Academic Probation Self-Assessment. Take a few minutes after printing the packet and read the instructions on the top of the first page. Then circle all of the situations that pertain to you and your academic success. Attached to that assessment is a list of campus resources. Please make note of one or two of them that you think will be beneficial to you. Now that you've printed off your academic assessment packet and filled out the first page, I want you to turn to page 2. On the top of this page, please write down 3 academic goals that you are going to aim to complete this semester. These goals should be specific and measurable. They should also be academic in nature. Your academic support coordinator will ask you about these goals in your required meeting. After you've written down your goals, check your goals against these examples. Notice that these goals are specific. I will attend tutoring 3 times per week for Chem 111. These goals are also measurable. I will visit my professor's office hours twice per week. That can be measured. If you only go to office hours once per week or you never go, then you did not make your goal. Here are some examples of goals that are vague, not measurable, or are unrealistic. I will do better is vague, as well as a bit unmeasurable. The first 2 goals, they may not be very realistic. You've made it to the end of the workshop. Congratulations! Here are a few final reminders. First, in order to complete this program and receive your advising code for next semester, you must meet with an academic support coordinator. Again, all advising appointments are made online through the biology webpage. You need to bring a copy of your completed self-assessment with your 3 specific and measurable goals. Your academic support coordinator will want to know what steps you've taken to reach those goals, so be prepared to discuss that. Remember that the drop, withdraw, and university withdraw dates are in place to help you if you need them. And finally, make it a point to utilize all of the great resources that CSU has to offer you. Thank you for your attention, and we wish you the best of luck this semester and throughout the rest of your time at CSU. We are confident that you can be successful.